Hey everybody, this is RV Traveler's Voice. We're here at lovely Beaver's Dam Campground in Minden, Louisiana. It's a nice showery day and we're out for a walk here in the sprinkles. And just going to show you a few of these campsites. They are all really good. There are a few that caught our eye though as being maybe for our next trip. And one thing we like about this Corps of Engineers National Forest Service campsite is it has a good mix of open sites and reservable sites. So the open sites are all first come, first serve, and a good half of them are open sites, something like this with a nice flat level paved sites, brand new fire rings, and brand new picnic tables. And as I pan around here, they are very close to the lake. This is the beginning of the loop, which is close to the lake as well. And I pan around here to the left, and this is our camp host at site number 3. One of the neat things about most of the sites here that are lakeside is you can see the water and also have a nice little trail. This is campsite number 4, and we'll show you how you get down to the water. And they do have a notice that this is alligator country, so just always be aware. But we haven't seen any so far on our short visit here. But for this campsite, you'll see the lake there into the distance coming into view here. And there's a cut trail that takes you down to the water's edge for fishing, putting in kayaks, etc. Now for just a quick view of the campsites that are across the road from the water, they're all still secluded. They're all back up to the woods, and all the sites here have both water and electric. 20, 30, and 50 amp electric pedestals, as well as a couple of water faucets. No sewer on the sites, but there is a dump station on the way out of the campground. And I'll pan around and just kind of show you how this one sits along the road and how it still has some views of the lake just across the road at campsite number 6. Okay, as we move further on around the small loop here at the lake, this is campsite number 7. It is one of the first come, first serve sites, and it has a really wonderful view of the lake, a little inlet of the lake. It's nice and secluded here, plenty of shade, nice fire ring, and picnic table, handicap accessible picnic tables, and a nice little overlook of the lake as well. And of course it has a little walkway cut down to the water for fishing, kayak, boat access as well. So one of our favorite sites here. Another fine view as you start to get into the wider part of the lake is campsite number 12. That's probably the first one when you get to a little bit larger view of the lake. As you can see as well, nice secluded, plenty of shade, level site, and wonderful view straight out from the campsite of your RV. Now here we have one of the 2 bathhouse restroom facilities. They have 3 little huts at each one. One for the women's, one for the men's restrooms, and then one shower hut that has 2 separate lockable showers as well. All were very clean when we were here, all freshly cleaned, and all appear to be in very good shape. Nice job, folks. So just a bit of information, the Beaver Dam Campground is in this national forest. I'm not even going to try to pronounce the name, but here's a bit of information about it. This is reservable, fully reservable on recreation.gov, and they do honor the America the Beautiful and National Parks passes for discounts. So that makes for a good and economical campground with all of the facilities, dump station, electrical, and water. As we make our way on around the loop, we come to our campsite. There's our rig, parked on this little alcove. It's a neat little alcove with 3 campsites, 15, 16, and 17, all tucked into this little alcove, all with wonderful lake views and access to the lake. And this would be a really great site, or this set of sites would be great for a group if you would like to travel with friends and family or relatives or just acquaintances. Be a great time to do a little group camping here at this site. And I'll walk on around just to give you an idea of how it's tucked off the main road here to the right in this little peninsula out into the lake. And you see it's kind of a chicken foot with 3 fingers of the chicken foot backing into campsites 15, 16, and 17, and you're surrounded, pretty much surrounded by water, all with nice little trails right down to the water's edge for fishing, boating, etc. Campsites are all long and level, this being the longest of them, this one being a little bit shorter, but still big rigs could fit in here pretty easily. Lots of shade if you want the shade, plenty of sunshine as well, plenty of access to the water. Okay, this is a view from the back side of this little alcove as well. I want to kind of give you an idea of how the sites are laid out, as well as take a little walk down to the lake, give you a view of the lake. There were a few boats out there before the rain showers came through. There are a couple of boaters here that are camped at this campsite, this campgrounds, the week that we're here. As you can see, it's a nice little cut path with an easy stroll right down to the edge of the lake. And the campsites are far enough apart, you really don't see you don't see much of your neighbors at all. And so that's one of the things we like about this being a nice peaceful site. And surprisingly, it's very peaceful here in late May. The campers really haven't got out and started coming around here to the campsites. So we're still a week and a half away from Memorial Day weekend, so that may be holding a few of the kiddos out. It looks like there were a few campsites used this weekend reserved for just the weekend, but not too many. So there's a view of the lake. It's not a large lake, but plenty big for boats, power boats, as well as lots of bank fishing opportunities as well. Now there's one site here on the campground that has a nice little feature. It is connected, has this nice little connection to the hiking trail, a hiking trail, walking trail that goes in through the forest and around the campsite. And it is also accessible to site number 22 via this nice little secluded trail. And as you follow along with me, you'll see we'll pop right out into site number 22. And site number 22 also has another benefit, a couple of other benefits, in that this site is fairly secluded. There's nobody on either side of you. It's on a bend in the loop. And so while it doesn't have direct access or views to the lake, it is nice and secluded. Has a nice little grassy area if you want to set up some badminton or volleyball or horseshoes or something. And it gives you easy access to the trail and to the second of the bathhouses just across the street from it as well. If you have, particularly good if you have a large group with you and you only have your one bathroom in the RV, there's plenty of easy access to the 2 showers and to the bathhouse here at site number 22. So coming on around the loop, we'll wrap up with just a quick scan of some other great sites. They are not quite as private. Sites 25 and 27 here you see, not quite as private, but still nice and level, large sites. Site 26 is very secluded into the woods, has this nice wood barrier between your nearest neighbor here at site number 28 as well. And coming on around here slowly to the right, we'll walk our way to the end of the loop, to near where we started out this tour. And this is site number 29, also set apart and away from all your neighbors, and very large campsite as well. And that brings us back to the main road that enters into this loop, all still within the National Forest here. And we have a nice little sign that tells you which way to go. This is a one-way road only, and nice informational board here with all kinds of maps and information about the campsite. And here we are back at campsite number 3 with the camp host.